Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie and this is the second video I'm filming today. I just got done with a workout and I'm waiting for my laundry to be done before I go and shower because the stuff I'm going to wear is in the dryer. So I'm going to film 2 videos and get ahead. I already got tomorrow's video, Saturday's video, so this will be Wednesday's video. It's going to be crazy. Come on. Be nice. But today, I want to talk to you guys about a book. It's called What If You Are the Answer by Rachel Hollis. Here. I read it for a class, and then I got it for my house. And I sticky note all my book, not sticky note. The sticky notes are the quotes that I'm going to read you. It's going to be a lot. I'm really sorry. But it's 1 per chapter because since this is a smaller book, I thought it would be okay. There's 1 per chapter in here. So we'll see. It'll be okay. So this book is all about mental health. The question is literally, what if you are the answer? What if the person you are is the answer? I wanted to talk to you guys about this book because I want to start telling you guys about my books because I love books, and that's another part of my life that you guys are capable and should be able to see. So yeah, I'm gonna create a playlist, and every time I finish a book, I'm going to make a video and tell you guys about it with as little spoilers as possible. With this one, it's a mental health book, so it's more quote-based, so that's why there's quotes. Whereas, like, if I read a romance book, I'll tell you the basis, and then some quotes, and then that I like, and then, yeah, it'll be fun. So, let's get into this. What if you are the answer? I feel like I'm going to read you guys. I'm technically going to read. Hold. Gotta get. Okay, the first chapter is Who Are You Waiting For? Let's see. Okay, the quote that I chose is, "You don't live once, you die once. You'll live, I hope, every single day from now until then." Everybody says that you only live once. And on a certain extent, yes, that is true. You only have 1 life. But you have to live every single day. Like, you get to live every single day that you can breathe. You have a heartbeat. That's how you live. You only get to die once. And so you have to make the most of every single day that you are on this planet. Okay. Next, you have, what must you let go of? The quote that I chose for this chapter is, "What if we become not through addition, but through subtraction? Through stripping away of ideas and beliefs and ways of being that we should have never carried in the first place." Sorry, I'm putting sticky notes back. That quote, it's basically how I interpret every quote that I'm going to read, and then my explanation is going to be how I interpret it, not how maybe someone else interprets it, or how maybe the book wants you to interpret it. So how I interpret this quote is, sometimes you don't have to add things to your life to make it better. Sometimes you have to subtract things from your life. Maybe people, maybe experiences. You have to subtract things to make your life fuller instead of always trying to add more things to your life, which I love that quote. The next chapter is what isn't your passion? What's definitely not your purpose? My little head. The quote that I chose. Look, y'all, please hear me. Please hear me. You don't need to know your purpose to live with purpose. And while you're at it, you don't need to have your life's passion figured out to live a beautiful life you feel passionate about. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't. I'm 18. I don't have anything figured out. My mother, not going to say her age, she doesn't have things figured out. My Nana doesn't have things figured out. We're all different ages and we still don't know what we want to do tomorrow or with our life. So you don't have to figure out your purpose, and not many people actually figure out their purposes for living on this planet. You just live life. You live life to the way that you want, and you make the life that you want, not what other people want. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay, next chapter. What big thing is actually little? The quote that I chose. You can do anything at all that sounds fun, and you can do it totally alone. You don't have to be with someone all the time. You can do things alone, and I know you can. You can go out and do something alone, or you can go to the fairs alone. I know that it's the 4th of July season, so there's still fairs, and there's going to be tons of things going on. You can go to those alone, no matter what. Female, male, non-binary, whatever. You can do it alone. I promise. You have the capability, and you can go have fun and go be yourself. And you can all do it by yourself. For yourself. Okay, what little thing is actually big is the next chapter. The quote that I chose, here we are, is you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are your own person, and there's a million people in this world. A million. Billions. Whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of people in this world, and you are your own person, and you are who you are. You are the whole ocean in one drop. And then there's a million other drops that make up our world. So, I really like that quote. It really makes me happy. Okay, next one. When did you know something was wrong? The quote. There's no such thing as your one shot. It's only one shot if you miss it and then quit. You're going to have a million shots in your life. You're going to have a new shot every day that you are alive. Every single day. And it kind of makes me think of Hamilton, the song. I'm not going to, what's it called? I'm not throwing away my shot. That song. Yes. If that shot isn't the right thing, there's going to be another one. You can't quit once you throw away that one shot. And you're not throwing it away. You're just waiting for a better opportunity. Just don't quit on your dreams. That's what I'm trying to say. What are you attracting? The quote. 3 times and it's a pattern of which you are the only variable that doesn't change. it takes 3 times for it to be a pattern. First time, it could be an accident. Second time, it could be a misunderstanding or whatever. Third time, that's a pattern. And you are the reason that you're the only variable that hasn't changed. Because it could be different people, different situations, different whatever, but you are the same. You're the one that's creating the pattern, and so you have to get out of that pattern. You can't create a pattern. Is this real? Also, on another note, with that last quote, it could be also a good thing that it takes 3 times to make a pattern. Like, if you're trying to make a routine, 3 times. It's a pattern. It's a routine. Like, it's easy to make one, but it's also easy to get out of one. So, is it real? The quote that I chose. Your real life is the only thing that's really happening to you. Because someone else's life isn't happening to you. The only thing that's happening is your life and what you make of it. What do you actually need is next. Sorry. Hi. Sometimes what you need doesn't come in the form you want it to. You aren't going to know what you need 24/7. It's just how it's going to be. How do I put this? Her example in this book is she had an anxiety attack and her boyfriend shocked her, was yelling at her and tried to get her out of it, but it helped her get out of her anxiety attack. But she thought that what she wanted was to be coddled, but that's not what she needed. That's 2 different things, is your want and your need. And I feel like everybody knows that. Like, everybody gets told that in their life, that, like, your wants and your needs are different. But when it's put into a different form, it might click better. I don't know. Okay. Who would you be without your fear? I was being brave for myself, not so that anyone else would think I was brave. You can't be brave for everybody else. You be you. Don't think of what other people are going to say and what they're going to do. Be yourself. Nobody else. There is only one you. So be you. Everybody else is taken. Thank you, Miss Thomas. That's a quote on one of my teacher's boards. Well, past teachers. What's bigger, your dreams or your excuse? I'm not going to keep showing you. You know what I'm saying, I hope. Your excuses are real, but so is your potential. Yes, every excuse that you make is going to be real, and it's going to be something true. But so is your potential. Like, if you don't make an excuse and you continue doing it and you get your potential that you want, that's real as well. Would you sign up for this again? Yeah, would you sign up for this again? This one's a long quote, so stick around. I think there's only 2 long quotes. So, this video is also going to be longer than my normal videos, so sorry about that, but hopefully it's helpful. Okay. Would you sign up for this again? We do this because you're loyal. We're loyal. We do this because we don't want to hurt anybody. We took responsibility at some point in time, and we've also convinced ourselves that we'll drown if we're not there to keep them afloat. We do this because we keep hoping they'll change. We do this because confirmation makes you feel panicky. We do this because we don't want to be the bad guy. We do this because we're terrified of what other people will say if we step off this approved path. There's fear with everything that you do. There's always going to be fear, and there's always going to be a challenge. Do what makes you happy. Don't do something because you think somebody's going to change. They're going to change if they want to, and if they don't, they're not going to. They're going to stay who they are. So just be yourself and figure out if you want to stay. Like, you don't have to stay if they're going to be who they are. Just know. Just remember that. What would you love to forget to remember? I know that's confusing. I'm going to read it again. What would you love to forget to remember? Literally every part of your worldview is based on a memory you have. Everything that you do, every fear, every like, every dislike, every moment is based off of a memory that you've had in your past. The way you view the world is because of your past and your memories and the experiences that you've had. Are you the problem? That's what it says. But nothing improves without your assistance, without, above all, your acceptance of who you are and what you need to work on. Nothing is going to change if you're not willing to change it. Like, if you want to change it, but you're not willing to put in the work, then it's not going to change. You have to understand that you have to put in work for things to change. Who are you trying to please? You stop being a people pleaser when you start pleasing yourself. Stop being a people pleaser because you're not going to be able to please everyone. Someone's always going to be mad. I promise you that. Someone's always going to dislike what you're doing. Stop pleasing other people. Please yourself and yourself only. What are you afraid to admit? I'm afraid to admit a lot of things. What are things you're afraid to admit about how you're struggling? I promise you, whatever it is, you are not alone. There is help and it can get better. There is help out there. Ask for it. That's what it's there for. Don't feel guilty. I know that you might, because I do. But it's out there for a reason. There is help out there to make sure that you are better. So ask for the help. What's your preferred form of self-sabotage? If everyone around you is unhealthy becomes the standard. Suffering becomes the norm. Whoever you surround yourself with, that's who you're going to become. Because that's your normal. That's the norm. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and not bring you down. And that you are okay with that being the normal. What is your floor? What's the thing that grounds you, basically? You don't create your life based on what you imagine. You create your life based on what you accept. You teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. People are going to treat you how they see that you treat you. Like, if you're treating yourself shitty, everybody else is going to treat you that way. Sorry for cursing. Sorry. That was bad. Sorry about that. But if you treat yourself bad, then other people are going to notice that and treat you the same way. So you have to treat yourself with the utmost respect for other people to treat you with that as well. What's working? What is working for you? What is? Tell me. Tell me what's working. Rich isn't permanent, but wealth, true wealth, means you are so financially secure, it can't be taken away. So it's worth mentioning that the successful people I've met who learn to go with the flow, they aren't rich. They're wealthy, and chill. Money isn't wealth. Wealth is the experiences that you have in your life. Rich is money. You don't want to be rich. You want to be wealthy. Because wealthy's better. You get more experiences out of it. Money isn't everything. Money isn't going to make you happy. It's going to make you comfortable, but it's not going to make you happy. So, remember that. How are you really? If I'm happy, everyone knows it. If I'm upset, I get really quiet. But still, nobody in the immediate vicinity would assume it's a good time to strike up a conversation or pitch me on taking a personality test to find out if I'm a good fit for Scientology. Even if you think that you hide your emotions well, everybody can know. There's this vibe, you give off a vibe. Just remember, you can't lie about how you feel because people are just gonna know. They're gonna know by the way you act and by the way that you put yourself out there. Did you win or did you learn? Success isn't about short-lived intensity. It's about long-term consistency. You can't, for example, I work out. If you can't tell, I just got done with a workout video, so you'll be seeing that. But I'm not going to sit there and work out for a week and then think, progress, and quit. No, I have to keep consistency and long-term consistency to get the results that I want. Same with everything else in life. If you want to take up rock climbing, you can't just do it for a few times and then quit. You got to keep it up. You got to keep consistency. Consistency is key. What would you do if you knew you could not succeed? I know, that sounds weird, isn't it? She explains. The peace in knowing that you honor yourself by being yourself. Your body, your mind will become calmer if they know that you're being your true self. You have stress in your life because you are trying to be someone you're not. Be yourself and don't care, because you are who you are for a reason. You were made to be you for a reason, your purpose. So don't hide that. How old are you right now? It's a weird question. This is the other long quote. And then there's one more quote. Yay, we're almost done. Okay. The way I've come to understand it, as children, we experience trauma, a lasting emotional response to a stressful event, anytime we encounter a situation that we were too young to process fully. Our little psyche isn't capable of handling what it's experiencing, so it fractures, splintering off. That little piece of you stays stuck in time, trapped at whatever age they experience the trauma. Then the little fractured piece of you that's 3 years old or 17 or 22, they'll become hypervigilant on the lookout for anything that feels like the scary thing that created them in the first place. Every time you have an anxiety attack, it's because of a reason, because of your past, because of an experience that you had. It's a different part of you feeling anxious because they know this situation and they think that they know what's going to happen. But situations change. Things change. You're a different age. You know how to handle it. Because back then you didn't know. And now you do. So think of that when you have an anxiety attack. I know it's hard. But think of that. What age were you? After the fact, you could ask, what age was I really when I was having that? I've been trying to do that recently. So, yeah. Who are you feeling? Who are you feeling? This is the last one, by the way. It's not your fault that you don't have emotional boundaries and aren't sure how to put them into place. But once you become aware of their lack, once you have a glimpse of a way to find more personal freedom through healing, once you have the knowledge of how to get free, it's your fault if you stay stuck. It's not your fault if you don't have boundaries, because that could be the way that you lived. That's probably how you grew up, is that you didn't have boundaries because you just didn't know how to put them up. I am like that. I don't have boundaries. I don't have many boundaries because I'm trying to put boundaries up, but it's hard because I wasn't taught how to. I was a people pleaser. So don't put boundaries up and don't feel guilty about it. Anyway, that's the end. This is a long video. Sorry about that. I hope it was interesting. All my little tabs are there. I love tabbing my books. Remember, this is called What If You Are the Answer by Rachel Hollis, if you would like to check it out. It has helped me a lot, and it's given me a lot of realization that I can change, and that I can put up boundaries, and I shouldn't be a people pleaser. There are a lot of good things in there, and those quotes that I told you aren't even all the quotes that I have in here. Like, there are so many in here that have helped me, and that have helped me grow into the person that I want to be. I absolutely love this book, and I hope you guys do too, and I hope you guys like the reading, and I hope you guys enjoy me doing all of these, because I will be continuing, because it's what I like to do, so I'm gonna do it. There are ideas that I would like you guys to show me, so then I can make you guys happy as well, but I'm doing this for me, so they may not turn out well, and they may not have many views, but it makes me happy. And they're going to be longer videos, okay? Because they make me happy, and I like to sit here and talk. I could talk for hours about a single book. Like, I could tell you about this book and read you this book if you wanted me to. Like, yeah, that's just how I am. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember that you are loved, appreciated, and cared for. I love you all, and have an amazing day. Love, Katie.